In stage 8, once again we get an assortment of parts for the hold, and they will be the hold walls, the console and other little greeblies and cushions. But the ones that we're going to be concentrating on at the moment are the console and some of the other detailed parts. Okay, now as per the instructions, if you want to, you can do some dry brushing and add some detail to these. Okay, so if you want to do that, you can go ahead, follow the instructions on painting those. But for this process, what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight ahead and start assembling the parts as per the instructions. Now, for this purpose, some of the parts are really small. Okay, and I don't think you're really going to be able to see them on the video. So once you've done your weathering and your dry brushing, if that's the preferred method you want to go, you can go ahead and do that. Now take one of the instrument panel consoles like so, and then just place that, as you can see here. Okay, test fitting now. Once you're happy with that, apply a small amount of glue and then glue that into position. Now these other smaller parts, you're going to need tweezers for these. And once again, these get glued into these positions, so just follow the photograph that comes up next where these go so that you can see them in position. Okay, and then once you're happy with those, you can then glue those down. Now in the next stage, part of this stage, of stage 8, we're going to be preparing the hold floor. Now in the instructions it says about using drawing ink. Now drawing ink is a water based, and water and plastic will just sit on top. So I'm going to show you a method using an oil based black paint, and it's very easy to do. You quickly just take a rag, you apply a small amount of the ink on the rag like so, and then you wipe it into the recesses and the areas. Okay, and you'll notice that yes, it's turning everything generally black. But once we've done that, we are then going to be wiping that off. But as long as we've got it in the recesses, that is the main purpose of this. So once again, just gently working the ink into the recesses like so. Okay, and we'll come back once that's all done, and then we'll show you how to remove the ink. So as you can see, we've got the whole of the floor of the hold covered now, and now we need to remove all of the surface of the ink, leaving just the recesses and the detail. So once again, with the rag and a clean part of the rag, we're then going to start rubbing over the hold like so, as if you're rubbing and taking the ink off. And as you can see, it's starting to leave the detail in the recesses. So once again, keep on going over that. You can rub that and remove as much as you want, depending on how much detail you want showing through. But the process that we've got here shows you about that detail. And then, as you can see, once you're happy with the final amount and the work that you've done on that, you can then leave that to thoroughly dry before we start adding more parts to that. Now in this part of the stage, we're going to be assembling the seat support. So take the bunk assembly that you completed in stage 7 and just drop that in top of the bunk, pushing that down nicely, and then take the top bunk. Now this is going to be a tight fit, so do not push it down yet until you're ready to glue it, alright? But apply a small amount of glue on the ends by the pins, and then push that down into position so that that sits nice and tight. Now, painting the light is optional, but we have done that. So once you've done that and that's dried, take the light and place it in position on the two little notches and offcuts so that that sits nicely like that. Now, take the seat support and take the base and turn it upside down, and we're just temporarily going to put a couple of screws in the base just to hold that into position. So take the screw on one of the holes and just gently screw that down into position so that it temporarily just holds the seat support onto the hold. Now next we're going to be assembling the seat, and the parts that we're going to need are the 6 back headrests here and obviously the other 6 backs here as well. So remove those from the sprue and then clean up any ends so that we're ready to glue that together onto the base of the seat unit. Now once you've got all your seat parts cleaned up and ready, we've laid them out in this sequence so that you can see that it's going to be a large cushion, small cushion, so forth and so forth. Okay. Now in step 2 on the instructions, it says about backfilling 4 of the seats, 2 of the large ones and 2 of the small ones. Now this is optional. Okay, so you can go ahead and fill those like so, and later on they can be painted. Like I said, it is optional, you do not have to do that. So for this purpose we're going to continue with the build and putting the seats together. Okay, and once we've done that we're then going to be fitting the seat temporarily to the hold floor. So once again it's a case of following the sequence of how the seats go together, and we're going to start at one end with the small one. Okay, and you can test fit them first. Once you're happy and that they're in position and nicely seated, you can go ahead and glue those down, making sure that they all nicely follow the same curvature. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the cushions in place and they're all sitting there nicely, and we've only temporarily put that in position so that we can make sure that the cushions fit nicely against the back of the seat support. So once you've done that, just put that aside and we look forward to seeing you in stage 9.